You might not know the word EMAW, but they do in Manhattan, Kansas. It means every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child is a Wildcat and loves Kansas State. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, squaring off with another team from the AAC, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The LSU Tigers offense will take the first swing of the game. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the star. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Taking a shot on the first play. Ball in the air, intercepted! And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
That is not how you drew it up offensively. You want to come out, get some things established, get your quarterback in a rhythm, get the positive mojo going. The opposite just happened. Just made a big mistake. Now you just created so much momentum for the other team. Defense, please come and bail me out.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Kramer. And that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16. A first down here could get him going. Ball's on the 16. They need 2 on second down. Jukes his way for more. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Slips through the line. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A shot for the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Rice took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Owls that fired on all cylinders. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and gone.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off play action. Right down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got great speed. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense...
Can anyone catch him? And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. LSU right back to the line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He'll toss it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. On the option. Now the toss. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score LSU 14, Kansas State 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. And the returner will be brought down. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just needs a crack to get a return. Touchdown, Tigers! The special teams with a special moment. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. After giving up the punt return for the score, let's see if they have an answer on the kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack. Now facing a 3rd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignment. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
LSU 28.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be dragged down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
From midfield, looking for room. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Bunch formation for these receivers. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Tigers! What a catch and run for 6. The AT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score LSU 35, Kansas State.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The give to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, LSU! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And they did tack on the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6.
Kansas State 0.
Bringing it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team. And now the ball's loose in the end zone. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll run it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Pulls it in. Afterburners coming. The 30. The 20. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
What a huge stop by the defense, forcing the 4th down and making the 4th down and go a little bit harder by getting a lost yardage play. Nice job bowing up by this defense.
It is perfect. Hold on just a second.
Personal foul.
Flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Kansas State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Dropping back, it's Morales. Quickly complete. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score LSU 56, Kansas State 7.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. You know what? A lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On the move and looking deep. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab, and they react. Completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Plows through the defense. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get...
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. He's looking to throw it. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Got his man on the outside. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Kansas State.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, just keeps firing. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tiger.
Defensive score.
What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Coastal Carolina. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Going with the ground game left. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the...
Gain of 6.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football is getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Tosses to the quarterback. Skips away from pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. 2nd and 10 here. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. LSU quick to the line. Give to the running back. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Offense gets set for second down. They'll give it to the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. Now on the option. Now the toss. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the right side. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Kansas State, 7.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. Oh, look out. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
14.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here. And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Not sexy at all, right? Just hand the ball to the running back. Could I pull it? Yeah, but I want to get that first down. Nice job understanding the situation of the game, going and getting the first down, getting a fresh set of hands.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Running to the left. At the 40, there he goes. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed.